What's up, everybody? This is Batsman Fan, and got episode 46 for y'all. Gonna have a framing of an action figure that I showed in episode 45, and I showed y'all the box that it would come in, and it would come in this. It's a 10 by 13 display case that has all these slats in here, if you will, for putting, your keepsakes and trinkets and stuff like that. But I bought it at Hobby Lobby, and it's a 10 by 13 display case. So it's a perfect way that I found with a few modifications. I had to go in here and I had to take out a slat right here and a slat right there, and I used those to line the top, the bottom, and then I cut a couple of the slices in here, and I'll show that in another little video here in just a second. But I cut those just to make a border in the back, not a border, but like there's no slots in here. I'll show that in the other video. But what I'm doing is creating a surface for the backer board to smack against, if you will. So, anyways, here is the figure that is framed in the 10 by 13. This is the Batman the Animated Series. This is the one to get. This is the Combat Belt Batman. So this is the one to get in this line. And I discussed why I think this is eventually going to be the figure to have beyond the superpowers Batman. So, anyways, there is the Batman the Animated Series framing. And I'll slide that other video in here of some things I had to modify. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is take this apart and do some reconfiguring to putting this in the shadow box so that the back, it doesn't actually have slits on the back of this. There's nothing in there to hold the backing board, if you will. So what I'm going to do is take some of these pieces out and then just use it on the bottoms and tops to be able to hold that board on there, to be able to fit the Batman figure in there. Coming right up. So, coming up, I've got some, I'm going to get this out of the way, and coming up I've got some CGC comics and some Cho variants that I want to show. This is the deepest shadow box I've found so far. This one takes a little bit more work than the other shadow boxes I've discussed in framing on some of my other videos. But with a thicker, whenever you get the thicker bubbles like this one has, you're going to have to go to something with a little bit more depth to it. But this 10 by 13 worked perfectly. Okay, let's look at some of the Cho variants I've gotten. Man, I love these covers. I've gotten Scarlet Witch, Captain Marvel, Totally Awesome Hulk, Old Man Logan, Miss Marvel. Unfortunately, this one's got some damage to it. The seller took care of me on it though, so I'm very thankful for that. But I don't know if this come off the press like this or what, but it's got some road rash on it, if you will. I've gotten the Doctor Strange variant, the Iron Man variant, the Spider-Man variant, and the Miles Morales #1 variant. So what I plan on doing with all these is going out and having these framed and matted. I don't know which all ones I'm going to use. I'm going to use the ones that the colors go the best with, and I plan on using it as a decorative piece. These are just too awesome not to do something and display these in some shape, form, or fashion. So I'll probably go with a 4x4 and or excuse me, 4 and 4, like 8 total. I think that's 2x4 maybe, 4x2. I'm not sure, but anyways, that's sort of what I plan on doing with these. These are just really really cool covers. Probably, I really like this Hulk, and that Doctor Strange is pretty phenomenal too. Iron Man, that is probably one of my favorite covers though. And this one's pretty cool as well. Not to take anything away from that one. So there is my Cho variants that I've amassed so far. I really like the Vision. Vision really looks pretty cool. So I might have to get out and try to find a Vision. Most of these variants have been running me anywhere from like $6 to $10. So that's at least where you're looking at on some of these variants, but they're just really really cool. I really like those. The next comics I got, for those of y'all who love date stamps, look at this, October 12th, 1964. That is a really really cool date stamp on there. It's a little bit faint right in there, but I know some of you guys, y'all go really nuts for date stamps. So this is Batman 168. Mr. Mammoth is the one that's knocking him out through the window right there. Not in great shape by any means, but just a really cool comic. I've really sort of had my eye on this one for a while. And then also got Detective Comics number 321. Really cool. I mean, they're being shot off in rockets here. You've got like a hawk head on this guy. Maybe like an alligator head on this guy, and a fox. Oh, excuse me. They're back again. The fox, the shark. That's a weird looking shark, and the vulture, and the return of the terrible trio. So really glad to add that. No date stamp on that one though, unfortunately. But I do have one more with a date stamp on it, and that is Justice League of America number 12, the first appearance of an origin of Dr. Light, Arthur Light. So if y'all have kids, or heck, if you even watch the Teen Titans Go or whatever it may be, he is one of the villains that's always on there. So look at this sweet date stamp. That is probably one of the best date stamps I have seen. I mean, it is so prominent in there. April 25th, 1962. You have Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, Flash, and then Green Arrow. So, just a really cool comic book from 1962. Number 12. All y'all know that there's Justice League movie coming out. It'll be interesting to see. I don't know who the villain is yet. Some of y'all might have heard rumblings about that, but Dr. Light has already, been featured in cartoons and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool if he was one of them, and then that value would obviously rise up really quick. So, anyways, let me share with y'all my heartbreak. I never thought I would be at the point in life to where I was sick at my stomach for not spending $1,500 on a buy it now or best offer auction. I had just stopped at a restaurant or in the drive-thru to get a chicken strip sandwich with honey butter on it, and is that Whataburger. And I was searching eBay, and one of the comics I look for is Amazing Fantasy, number 15. And in this process, it hurts to even talk about it. Boom. There pops this comic. $1,500. A 0.5 restored grade. The cover displayed pretty well. Signed by Stan Lee. There was some tape on there. It was missing the centerfold, but $1,500. I've never called a business in reference to a comic. I called the business immediately, seeing if I could try to work a deal. They had to take my number because the person calling the shots wasn't able to talk to me. I got off the phone. I'd already submitted a bid. I did at least submit an offer, just in case, just didn't know. I was trying to do a little bit of homework on seeing what the going rate was for that comic, engraded, signed, low grade. Anyways, I got off the phone with them, clicked the buy it now. Was sitting there thinking, man, do I really need to spend $1,500? And I backed out of it. I didn't do the buy it now. I thought just a few seconds. This is all happening like boom, 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 boom. This is just happening fast. I caught it just as soon as it was listed. And I'm like, man, I finally said, screw it. I'm never going to have the chance to probably own this comic book again at that price. Most of those go for 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 on, on up. So I went back to buy it now. Somebody else had bought it. Oh, the sickness I had in my stomach was unreal. I even groaned out loud. I'm like, oh, I've never spent that much, near that much, on one single comic. But, it's the first appearance of Spider-Man. And I had the chance to actually have it in my possession. Low grade, but graded and signed. But I missed it, man. And it just stinks, man. I really wish I'd have just snapped on it. I had every opportunity to. It's my fault. It's nobody's fault but mine. And I blew a great opportunity, I think. So, anyways, enough of the being sick in my stomach. I'm glad I got a trash can there. It's still sort of like, ugh. I mean, yeah, I still got $1,500 in my pocket. But still, diggity dang, man. So, anyways, all right, enough of that. I just gotta stop. So, anyways, thank y'all very much for watching. I've got more CGCs coming. Maybe I'll have some other arts and crafts time as well. So, thank y'all very much for watching and commenting, and that's all, folks.